Greatest cruise that ever sailed. Yeah, something like that. This is probably an outtack. Lunch was fantastic. It was great. But there's one more piece of item.
What?
And what best we released?
Our hats and glasses?
Yeah, hats and glasses. Real quick.
Oh, it's not getting that. I'm too close to the boot cleaner. Impressions difference. What is even happening? Welcome to another episode of Must See Adventures. Today is day 4 of our Thanksgiving trip, and today we're going to do something that we've never done before, and that's attend Candlelight Processional at EPCOT. After we enjoyed our morning coffee, we hopped into the golf cart to get our day started by taking one of our favorite rides at Walt Disney World. No, I'm not talking about the golf cart ride, even though that is pretty awesome. I'm actually talking about that boat ride from Fort Wilderness over to the Magic Kingdom. I absolutely love the boat ride from Fort Wilderness over to the Magic Kingdom. It's great making your way through Bay Lake, past the Contemporary Resort, and getting to see the Wilderness Lodge before you make your way into Seven Seas Lagoon. I don't think there's anything quite like that morning ride in the sunshine. One of my favorite things about the ride from Fort Wilderness over to the Magic Kingdom is that you actually go over one of the few water bridges that they have at Walt Disney World. That is, you're actually on the water over a road that's going underneath. That's pretty cool. What a cool feat of engineering.
Greetings from a chilly Magic Kingdom. You can see the tree behind us.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful with all the decorations.
So beautiful as always. But it is chilly and it is busy. I mean, it is the weekend of Thanksgiving holiday. But we're gonna try Lightning Lane today for the first time at Magic Kingdom. We have our 3 secured. We're doing Peter Pan to start from 9 to 10. And then I think we could try to do something else first, like with the shorter wait times, but I think our strategy is
I don't know that the wait times are going to be any shorter.
That's true.
Looking at this park.
And let's just get in and like tap in and try to get that the next one scheduled. So we're going to see how many we can do today. Let's have fun. A little busy.
And off we go!
I love Peter Pan. This is fun.
It is a lot of fun.
My only problem with it is like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, if it would last a little longer, it'd be great. But it's still so good.
But when you're doing a lightning lane, like it's great. Because
Oh,
like you
yeah.
don't have to wait like 45
If you waited
to
an hour for the 2 minutes, then it's a little bit bummer. But
And they redid one of the scenes, which I really liked.
Oh, yeah,
like
it was really cute.
Where they're like dancing around
like
and all that.
it was kind of like dancing.
Yeah, I
it was really
loved
cute.
I love seeing that update. That's a great thing. It's a classic attraction.
The things are always
but
changing.
you can change it and
The
update.
queue was updated a while ago, and that's really cute.
So great. But as you can see, we're in Small World now. It's a 15-minute wait. I think it's going to be more like 8 would be my guess.
But no matter what, excited to do Small World.
So those of you that listen to the BRS podcast know what my favorite room in Small Worlds is, because I talk about it quite often. What's your favorite room, Em?
I don't know. I might have the same favorite room as my dad. I think maybe the rainforest with the little streamers that with like rain and the tiger guy or like leopard with the umbrella.
That's a great
I
room.
really like that one.
But what is my favorite, Em?
The Hawaii room.
Polynesian room is my favorite. Do you have another
I
one?
think I also like that room though because I think it also has the Australian people in it. So I think that is my favorite room.
It's a great room. But you can't go wrong. This is a classic attraction, and we're excited to take a ride.
I
But what
think
do you
to say my dad's room, I think the reason I like it so much is because it's just so chill.
got? She is right. It is chill in the Polynesian room. It's time to set sail on the happiest cruise that's ever sailed.
Welcome to It's a Small World. For your safety, please remain seated.
We always love checking out the different versions of It's a Small World at the different castle parks around the world. We recently checked out the one at Disneyland Paris. If you haven't seen that video, you might want to check out the episode after this. Have you been to any of the other It's a Small World attractions around the world? Which is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. It was around 10 a.m. when we finished up It's a Small World, and we decided we were feeling a bit snacky. One of our recent go-to Fantasyland breakfast snack options has been Friar's Nook, so we quickly mobile ordered a breakfast sandwich before heading on to our next attraction.
So we just grabbed a quick snack at Friar's Nook. That's kind of become a go-to for us lately for like a quick breakfast snack item in Magic Kingdom because there's not many like counter service quick ones. So we just get that breakfast bagel and some tots and just share it for a little snack. What'd you think, Em?
I actually really enjoyed it. I used to be like scared of breakfast sandwiches, but I've started to really like them in recent years.
Yeah, for sure. And now if you can hear the background, you hear some spooky noises because we are at Haunted Mansion. Time to use in our lightning lane.
never ever done Haunted Mansion because you think it's going to be scary or something, I would highly recommend doing it. It's not scary at all, and it's one of my favorites. It is a deer with a little bow because I really love deer, especially those ones at Hollywood Studios during Christmas time. And I added a little bow myself so I can match the deer.
We were on our way to Pirates after our awesome Haunted Mansion tour of that mansion's pretty great. I love that tour that what was his name, Ghost Host or something that he gave us? It's pretty awesome. Big Thunder though only had a 35-minute wait, and we're like, let's do it. I don't think it's gonna be 35. Put in the comments, will it be 35 or not?
Maybe jinxing it.
Ooh, we'll see. What did you just do?
I have no idea.
How long has it been, Liz?
25 minutes.
And we're about to board.
Not too bad. It was supposed to have 40 on the out in the line.
Yeah, 35.
Oh, 35. That's right. It's supposed to have 40 on the app right now.
We made it to our vehicle. Liz, what should I do about my hat and glasses?
You best remove them. Because this here is the wildest ride in the wilderness.
Dynamite!
After a wild ride at Big Thunder, we tried the new beignets over in Frontierland, and then went for our third lightning lane of the day at Pirates of the Caribbean.
Busy Pie, you just look like you're chilling back
I
here.
know, isn't this a great spot?
It's just a beautiful day here in Magic Kingdom. We're in Adventureland right now. We just
The sun is warm.
Yeah, the sun is very warm.
So cool.
I love being here this time of year because we come a lot during very hot months like spring break, run Disney races. Sometimes they're a little warm in November.
Yeah.
But it's cooler today, and we're wearing long sleeves and are so comfortable. I love it, Liz.
Yeah, I mean, it was chilly earlier. Like, I had a jacket on that I took off now. But yeah, it's really shaping up to be a beautiful day.
It's really great. We tried the beignets, the new Tiana beignets for the first time.
Lavender lemonade.
You kind of get a similar vibe to Disneyland in the French Market area where they have the Mickey-shaped beignets and the Minjula bar. And how would you say it compared, Liz?
So the beignets were not as good for sure. They were a little bit like
Crunchy
overcooked,
almost.
maybe.
Yeah.
But I did really like the lemonade. I liked the lemonade better than the Minjulips. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't really like the mint juleps at Disneyland.
I would 100% agree with Liz. Emily's over here nodding in agreement as well. But if you're going to get beignets at a Disney property, it's got to be the Scat Cats Club, right?
Or Disneyland. I mean, those are like my favorite, but Scat Cats are great.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, so just doing some Lightning Lane. Lightning Lane is working out great. We've already done 3. We have a Space Mountain that we booked extra. Plus, we also have 2 later tonight at EPCOT. But where are we going right now? We're going to get some lunch?
To Casey's Corner for some hot dogs.
Haven't done that in a long time. I can pull up the spreadsheet, right, to confirm. But it has been a while
We
since...
don't do it very often.
Yeah, so we're excited to do that. Let's see if we can find a table, though.
Yeah, but it'll be wish us luck.
Well, we got our Casey's and we have a table thanks to Liz.
Yeah, thanks for wishing us luck because I found one singular table here in this sea of people. And it's right by the castle.
In real time, after we stopped that video and said wish us luck, it's like 3 minutes have passed. Like we've gotten our food and the table in 3 minutes. It's unreal. You saw us, we were back at Adventureland when that happened. So this is working out really great. Lunch was great at Casey's, but there's one more thing we must do before we leave the Magic Kingdom, and what's that?
Space Mountain.
Off to space we go. Well, change of plans. We're going to space still, but not in the same rocket ship we originally thought.
You can check out how space is doing from here.
Correct. So you can probably gauge that Space Mountain is closed. Right as we walked up there, the ride was shutting down. Which honestly is probably better than being in the line and about the board. Then you got to make that decision, right? Like, what do you guys ever do in that situation, right? You're in the queue, you've been waiting 10, 15 minutes, and it shuts down. That's always a tough decision. Do you stay or do you go? We didn't have to decide, so we went straight to the PeopleMover instead. So let's have a nice casual stroll around Tomorrowland.
For your safety, if you have wings, jetpacks, or gravity polarizers, please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red line.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future, right by two of my favorite spots. Look, there's even a tiny PeopleMover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny Borak.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks of the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
One cool thing about going on the TTA when Space Mountain is down is that sometimes you luck out and the lights are on. It's always really weird to see the track with the lights on. It's a little scary seeing just how close you might be to some of those bars, but it's a neat experience.
To your right is the Astro Orbiter, our celestial symbol of interplanetary harmony and fellowship. Hop aboard and launch high above Tomorrowland for a spin amongst the planets. My fellow sentient life forms, our PeopleMover journey has nearly come full orbit. This is always my favorite part, because now is the time, now is the best time to go out and explore tomorrow, today. See you in the future.
We ended up wrapping it up here at Magic Kingdom. So I know we had the Space Mountain Lightning Lane, but we do have to kind of get back to the resort, rest a little bit before we head to EPCOT this evening. So we asked a kind cast member at the Blue Umbrella Guest Service Experience tent, or umbrella, whatever you want to call it, and told them the situation about, hey, we have this, we're not going to use it today. They kindly moved it to Tuesday, the day we leave. So that'll be awesome. When we come to Magic Kingdom on our last day, we'll have a fun experience that we can do. Now we're just time to wait for our boat back to the fort. I'm just like, we're getting back and I'm like checking to make sure I got the car keys and everything. And then I realized, I was like, oh my God, where are the car keys? And I realized, actually, I have the golf cart key. That's what I have. Back to the carts, and look at our friend here. He's doing a lot better now that he's dried up, gotten some warmth.
Yeah, he looks a lot better than he did this morning.
Yeah. But there's a golf cart. And who's driving?
Are you driving him? Me.
It was very kind of the cast member at the Magic Kingdom to move our lightning lane to another day. While there's no guarantee that it'll always work out that way, it never hurts to ask. And now we have another attraction to look forward to on the day that we leave. If you can't tell, we've really been enjoying driving around in our golf cart at Fort Wilderness. Again, I highly recommend that you reserve a golf cart if you're going to stay here. It's so much fun to see the other campsites, especially at Christmas time.
That was a great day in the parks. Can't wait to relax in the cabin for a little bit. Oh, before I get in, though, better clean my shoes real quick. Got my magic band. Family, I'm home.
The one thing that I was curious about when we rented the golf cart was I was wondering how it was going to work exactly. Like, what type of cart is it? How am I going to know which golf cart is mine with all of these other golf carts around the fort? So I wanted to just tell you some of the details about the cart that we learned once we checked in. So number one, you get a key to your golf cart when you check in. It has a nice little cabins at Fort Wilderness kind of beat up keychain, and there is a number on your key for the cart. Ours is cart number 4100. There are several places on the cart that have that number. So 4100, it's on the side of the cart. And then there is also a placard on the back of the cart, like a license plate, that has that cart number. So that is a really quick way to be able to identify which golf cart is yours if you haven't decorated it. Also, a lot of people decorate theirs, so the decorations are helpful at spotting them, but it's not foolproof because we've seen a few other carts using similar garland.
What about this guy right up here, this decoration? See a lot of people using this?
I've not seen him, but I have seen a lot of inflatables on top of the golf carts. So if you're coming and you're gonna rent a golf cart, I highly recommend bringing decorations because otherwise your kids will feel like you're missing out because there are some really fun carts around here. The cart is electric, so it's pretty simple to use. You can just use the key to turn it on. There's a forward and a reverse button over here. They'll show you really quickly when you check in. There's headlights for the cart, which we mentioned, I think, before that we did not actually have our headlights on one night, and we were informed by a cast member because they couldn't see our taillights. So that's nice that they're always looking out for safety because it is really dark here at the fort at night. So because your cart is electric, you do have to charge it. It usually lasts, I think ours, we started to lose battery one evening, but we think that it might not have been charging correctly. Other than that, I would say it seems to hold a charge pretty well, maybe for a day or two. But there's just a plug right here in the back of the cart that retracts. So you can pull this out. The cabins we're not backed in, but our cabin has an outlet right here that you can use to plug in your cart. You can just plug it in overnight, easy peasy. I believe all of the campsites, including the tent camping, also have outlets that you can use for electricity. And there's a few other stations throughout the resort that have chargers available. So very easy with the cart. You can always get it charged. Lots of fun. I definitely recommend getting one.
So we're on the tram to EPCOT. So
For
it's
your
a small.
safety,
Whoa.
remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children. Thank you.
That would definitely need
Para su
supervision.
seguridad, favor de permanecer sentados con las puertas cerradas, manteniendo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro mientras el tranvía está en movimiento. Y vigilen a sus niños. Gracias.
Driver could make that quick stop and crush.
All right.
And
So,
you've cleared the turn. Alrighty, folks, welcome to EPCOT.
We're at EPCOT.
Greetings and welcome, Terrans, to the wonders of Xandar. I am WorldMind, the Xandarian supercomputer. My purpose is to preserve the knowledge and history of Xandar. Your scholar, Peter Quill, has been teaching me about your world.
Since the recording of this video, Walt Disney World has eliminated all of the virtual queues, so you no longer require a boarding group at Cosmic Rewind. And you can ride by waiting in the standby queue. Wait times can vary, but during busier times, I would plan for a long wait. The long wait is definitely worth it. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind is by far my favorite attraction at Walt Disney World. Do you like Cosmic Rewind? What's your favorite song on the attraction? Let us know in the comments.
are you a Xandarian?
No, I'm dressing to impress. Well, I'm an EPCOTian.
After Guardians, we made our way over to the Land Pavilion to ride Soarin' and check in on one of our can't-miss attractions, Living with the Land.
What are you living with?
The land.
It's time for quite possibly the greatest attraction there is, right?
In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo help to create the rich soil.
Living with the Land is always a nice and relaxing ride, but it's even better during Festival of the Holidays because Disney Imagineering adds lights and Christmas decorations throughout the greenhouse, even going so far as to rename it the Glimmering Greenhouse.
Welcome to our Glimmering Greenhouses, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture illuminate the wondrous gifts we receive from the land.
We didn't time our ride the best today, as it was right around sunset and not dark enough to get the full effect, but we'll share more of the Glimmering Greenhouses at night during our Festival of the Holidays featured episode later on in our trip.
Holiday cookie stroll is going on right now at EPCOT, one of our favorite things. Emily, out of these cookies, which one is your favorite, do you think?
Well, I'm gonna say I'm liking the looks of this column of cookies. We got Snickers Doodle cookie, we got coffee mocha cookie, and we got a peanut butter cookie made with M&Ms.
Wow. So that's your column right
It
there?
seems like a solid lineup of cookies, but I like most cookies except the black and white cookie.
And she knows I like the black and white cookie, so that was a jab at me. Yeah, I love the holiday cookie stroll. We're kind of here to just do like Rose and Crown. We did some stuff, some attractions, and we're going to see our first candlelight tonight. So not really doing the cookie stroll, but we will be back another day for some cookie stroll. It's a gardener's tradition.
I'm not sure if it's just because it was during Festival of the Holidays and they were doing the special Candlelight Processional Dining Packages, but the menu at Rose and Crown when we visited was very limited, with just 3 entree options.
Where are you about to dine, Lizzie?
Rose and Crown.
While the food at Rose and Crown is not necessarily anything to write home about, the atmosphere is quite nice with a piano player, and sometimes you can get lagoon-side seats for the fireworks shows. That being said, I would say if you're there for the food, there might be better options for dining at EPCOT. We wrapped up our dinner around 6:30, and we had a little bit of time before our Candlelight Processional viewing. So we went from the UK over to France, kind of like we did during our summer travels. If you haven't watched those episodes, check them out after this one. Once we made it to France, we had to make a pit stop at Scott's, you guessed it, favorite attraction, Impressions de France.
If you've never been inside the Impressions de France Theater, you'll see they have some different artifacts from different stage shows and movies. What's interesting is they also have this new exhibit with the biggest fan of Impressions de France. It's a little strange. Let's see, we've got Cinderella over here. Cinema. I don't know about that one.
Not only is this the greatest attraction at EPCOT, it might be the greatest attraction at all of Walt Disney World. Just a great theater, great show. It's an original, it's still a 1982 original with amazing music, all the great scenes. Would you agree, Liz? Is this the greatest attraction at Walt Disney World?
I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I do really enjoy it though.
Can't wait to see some places we've been to.
That's true.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 places we went to this summer. Let's go have a seat in the theater and get our impressions on. We are lined up for our Candlelight Processional Dining Package, and in true Disney fashion, it says arrive 15 minutes before the show and about an hour before everyone's lined up. I don't know why this is always a thing, but
it's a crazy line. We're not even close to America.
Not even close to the theater.
We're in Morocco.
We are
Japan.
in Morocco waiting for our prepaid dining package. So yeah, it's going to be a great time here watching Josh Gad, Olaf.
While we waited in line for Candlelight Processional, we bumped into some viewers, Kelly and Ryan and their family from Kansas. It was nice to chat for a bit. Then we recapped our dinner at Rose and Crown.
I thought it was really good. I agree. I thought it was my expectations were kind of especially when I looked at the menu and saw how small it is. But I really enjoyed everything I ate. Yeah, because there was only a couple of options, but everything we had was really good. I got the shepherd's pie, and Emily got the fish and chips, and we both shared some of each other's.
And the dessert, we all got the same dessert.
Oh yeah, that was a good dessert. It was really good. Sticky date cookie.
And it had a little ice cream kind of thing with it too, I felt.
It was a warm custard.
Custard, that's what it was.
Yeah, it was like warm custard and a caramel sauce. So
I like that view behind you guys too. You can see the Christmas tree and Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, they're doing some cool projections on. Well, not projections. It's the lights on Spaceship Earth.
So excited for our first Candlelight.
Starting to fill the theater if I'm looking down there. So might be starting to load people. Hopefully, we'll start moving soon.
One tip to note if you're planning to go to Candlelight Processional is that they offer dining packages at EPCOT, and there are 2 separate lines to enter the theater, one for those with dining packages and one that is a standby line. The Candlelight Processional Dining Package line enters the theater first and has the best selection of seating. Many of the standby guests ended up outside of the amphitheater or having standing room only. No matter which way you go, make sure to arrive early if you want to get the best possible seat.
Welcome to the stage, the Voices of Liberty and the EPCOT Candlelight Processional.
Candlelight Processional is a really unique holiday show during the Christmas season at EPCOT. During Candlelight Processional, you see a large choir make their way into the theater, featuring singers from around the local area and cast members. They're accompanied by the Voices of Liberty, who take center stage as a large Christmas tree formation. There's also a 50-piece orchestra playing live music and heralding trumpets along the side. But one of the highlights of the show is the rotating list of celebrity guests who come in to narrate. Throughout the show, there's a mix of both Christmas music and narration of the Christmas story from the Bible.
Welcome this evening's special guest narrator, Josh Gad.
Hey everybody, why is it so cold? It's good to join you today from North Dakota. It's gonna be fun. I didn't come prepared. I really didn't know that you guys do this, which is make it very freezing in Florida. So they gave me one of the Hall of Presidents jackets. Taft. Hello, EPCOT. My name is Josh Gad, and tonight, that's just my name. Thank you very much. Tonight I'd like to read to you while a choir of 300 people and a 51-piece orchestra do most of the heavy lifting. Some of you may know me as Olaf the Snowman. Thank you. Some of you may know me as LeFou, and some of you may know me as Elder Cunningham. I see we have the late night crowd tonight. Yes, for those who know me from the Book of Mormon, I promise you this is going to be very, very different than that show. About the only thing these two things have in common is the word hello. I'd like to thank you all for joining me at my very last candle night tonight. This is going to be a special one. Nothing says Christmas like November in Florida. I'm essentially just a warm-up act at this point for Neil Patrick Harris. Who's calling? Thank you. I appreciate the aw. Yes, he's calling his the Eras Tour of World Showcase. I'm not sure if you know, but Walt Disney began the tradition of the Candlelight Processional at Disneyland over 60 years ago. In the time since, literally millions of guests have enjoyed the Christmas story, the traditional carols, and especially the glorious music of the holiday season. To continue this marvelous heritage, I invite you now to sit back and enjoy our magnificent orchestra and our truly awesome singers. Now let us begin.
During our visit, Josh Gad was the celebrity narrator at Candlelight Processional. It was really cool to see him live and hear his voice because it's so iconic. He did a great job of both reading the Christmas story and telling personal anecdotes and little jokes to make it engaging.
I'm so glad I got the dining package. This is incredible.
While this was our first time experiencing Candlelight Processional, I would highly recommend it and would definitely go back again. It was really cool to see the live performances and the beautiful music so up close and personal in the American Gardens Theater. I also think it would be great to go back again because you could always get a different celebrity host. I think each of them bring their own personality into the mix, and every show is a little bit different.
It takes everything out of me to not be able to sing with them. You know that, right? Give me a tenor. And do you hear what I know? Don't have it. No, it was for the best. It was for the best. Good thing this is my last one, huh, Maestro? The five of you who got that thing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come.
While Candlelight Processional has never been at the top of our list when it comes to Disney nighttime entertainment, we were really blown away by the quality of the entertainment. The performers were amazing, and the live music was just fantastic. We would definitely go back again.
Joining us this evening, thank you so much. I hope that this Candlelight Processional tonight lifted your spirits as high as it lifted mine. For the last 2 days, thank you all for allowing me to host this. Listening to your music has truly been so incredible. Thank you all. One last quick message for the little dreamers in the audience. I won't keep you long. I know you all want to line up for Illuminati or whatever the show is called. But I just... I'm getting a text from Bob Iger. To all the little dreamers out there, I grew up a kid in South Florida. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you all from Fort Lauderdale. And I remember vividly in the early 1990s, I was walking back there. We weren't fancy enough to get any seats. We were walking, and I looked up on this stage and I saw somebody at this podium. And I said, I want to do that one day. I really hope I get to do that one day. And I'm living proof to all of you little dreamers out there in the audience tonight that dreams really can come true if you put your mind and your heart to it. So I hope all of your dreams come true. And one day, I'm watching you up on here, okay? And in the meantime, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, the happiest of holidays, and warm hugs to everyone.
After Candlelight Processional, we decided it was time to call it a night and head back to the fort. We have an early morning tomorrow at the Magic Kingdom with a special private photo session of Emily for her senior pictures. I can't wait to see how they turn out. But now it's time for us to head back to the fort and relax. Thank you again for watching, and make sure to tune in to check out the rest of our Thanksgiving trip at Walt Disney World. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.